Welcome all gunning to Old Trafford here with your host Shady, ladies and gentlemen. And wow, it has been a long 5 to 6 weeks. We have not seen you guys, but we are back. Ibby dooby doo, back tomorrow night with the Ibby show. And ladies and gentlemen, we would like to thank you guys for subscribing, for liking, for hitting that bell notification to keep in touch, in tune, and independent with everything from gunning to Old Trafford. Since it's been such a long time that we are back, I got a small intro song. I hope I don't get into trouble. Shh, don't tell Brian, guys. Are you guys ready? Come on. Shady's back. Yeah, baby. Tell a friend. Guess who's back? 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 Wow, welcome guys. Sorry, it was just my small intro. You know we love having games. Welcome back to the Shady Show, where the vibes are real, the takes are honest, and right now the stress levels are as high as Mount Everest. Today for you on the show, guys, I got for you the inside of the Arsenal injuries. Let's talk a little bit about Mikel Arteta and obviously our fans, and then we're going to end up the show with the word of the day. I'm not going to jump into statistics and all of those things. I think there's a lot of fans taking out their calculators and calculating and stuff. We're just going to talk holistically of where we got this thing wrong, how we have put ourselves in this situation, and not a good situation. So yeah, let's talk the Arsenal, ladies and gentlemen. Because a few months ago, we were dreaming huge. When I say huge, we were dreaming big. I'm talking quadruple talks. Premier League, ours. Champions League, why the hell not? FA Cup, aye, light work. Carabao Cup, will look beautiful in our trophy cabinet. Now, we're sitting here saying, please, just secure the double. Let's start with the current run. On paper, it does not look terrible. But when you actually watch the game, you feel it. The edge, the killer instinct, it's missing. We're dominating games. Possession, check. Chances, plenty. Control, most of the time. But finishing teams off, this is our problem. That's where we are struggling. It's like we go 1-0 up and then we decide, you know what? Let's make this interesting for absolutely no reason. I just don't understand. My heart didn't sign up for this kind of entertainment. I'm sure there'd be a lot of Arsenal fans that would attest with me with that. We did not sign up for this here. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let's jump into the injuries. And this is something for us to talk about and for you guys also to understand that injuries play a huge part, especially when you're a team that's fighting for all of these titles. Now, ladies and gentlemen, it's just very simple. Because this season, injuries have not just knocked on the door, they've kicked the door down. And I don't mean small injuries, I mean huge injuries. I just want to add quickly, our captain and vice-captain, Bukayo Saka and Martin Odegaard. Bukayo had a 3rd-degree tear hamstring and he was rushed into the first team. Martin Odegaard as well. Let's be honest about it, rushed. So that's why we bought Eze. I still don't understand why we let Ethan Nwaneri go. But anyway, it's fine. Key players were missing. The rotation has been affected. The rhythm is gone. And suddenly the squad start to look thinner than expected. At one point, it felt like in the Emirates, we were one injury away for Mikel Arteta to go to the stadium announcer and say, whoever's got their boots on, put it on now and hit the sidelines and come and do a warm-up. That's not the Arsenal I know. Injuries have hurt us, no doubt. But, and here's the uncomfortable part, they're not the full excuse. Because even with the players that are available, we should be finishing games better. And that brings us to now Mikel Arteta. Now listen. And I got to get this straight before I start. This is by no means any Arteta out talk. Let's be clear about that. He's taken this team to a level we haven't seen in the past few years. But, there are moments where you just sit and think, Mikel, why are we waiting so long to change things, brother? Substitutions come late. Tactical changes feel delayed. And at this level of the game, you can't delay them. And sometimes it's like we're reacting instead of controlling. Games which we should be killing off early, we leave alive. Why? I don't know. And in football, if you don't earn the right to play, and if you don't kill the game's going to kill you. Simple as that. Then there's fatigue. You can see it. The legs look heavy. Our sharpness isn't the same from the start of the season. This is what happens when you're competing on multiple fronts and not getting your tactics correct and playing to your strength. The intensity drops just slightly. And at this level, that's all it takes. But let's not avoid the players either. Let's not only talk of Mikel. Let's not avoid these players. Because chances are being created. We see that. Opportunities are there. And some of the finishing lately, my God, let's just say it's been a great gesture to the opposition. At this level, these moments matter. One missed chance can change every single thing. Every single thing. Where's that killer instinct? Where's that sexiness? You know, few years ago, you had players like Mesut Ozil. Let's go a bit further. The Thierry Henrys, the Thomas Rosicki's. Yes, I mean, we can go on and on. When I mean special players, you know, it can just turn a game around. And we don't have that. We don't have that style. We don't have that finesse. And it's a problem. It's a huge problem. Now, ladies and gentlemen, like I said, we're keeping this short and sweet because unfortunately we couldn't go live today. But next week we'll get some engagement going. Next up, we're going to go on to our fans. Our fans. There's a reason why the whole world hates us. And when we're going through a small little spell, our fans turn on us. But I don't blame them. And I don't blame my guys. From dreaming about a historical quadruple to now nervously calculating points, fixtures and possibilities. Hope isn't gone, but it's definitely taken a huge hit. The confidence has dipped, the belief of the Arsenal is being tested. But here's the truth. We're still in the Premier League race, and we are still in the Champions League. That's not failure for me. That's pressure, peer pressure. So what is it really, Arsenal fans? Please slide tackle into those DMs and let us know. What do you think? You think it's fatigue? You think it's injuries? You think it's management decisions? You think it's player performances? Well, I think it's just not one thing. It's a whole goddamn mix of everything. And in football, when small issues stack up, they become huge problems. But here's the thing about this Arsenal team. And I want you Arsenal fans out there to really listen to my words. Here's the thing about our boys. They've shown resilience before. They've responded before. And if they can find that sharpness again, if they can be more ruthless, and if decisions come quicker, the season can still end in a success. From quadruple dreams to double hopes. It's not what we imagined, but it's still something worth fighting for. Stay strong, my Gooner brothers and sisters, because one thing is guaranteed. Supporting Arsenal will test you. It will build you. It will make you the most loyal person in the world. It will stress you out. All at the same time. So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, on a lighter note, The English pundits have been going crazy about boring Arsenal. I want to quickly take you guys, and you guys know that Diego Simeone, what a superb performance against Barcelona, going through to the semi-finals. And if we go through to the Champions League semi-finals, we play it's Atletico Madrid. Now listen to what Diego Simeone said. Lately I see that 1-0 wins is highly valued for other teams, and that makes me happy because winning 1-0 is not easy. The teams that defend well are as important as those that can attack well. If you don't concede goals, it's much easier to win. Now what happened? For the past 3 seasons, we had the best 2 centre-backs in the world. We've got the greatest goalkeeper for the season. For the past 3 seasons, Bumblebee, David Raya, Megatron, Gabriel, Optimus Prime, William Saliba. What's going on? If a man like Diego Simeone is saying, if you can win at 1-0 and have a good defense, it's just as good as winning a 5-0 or 4-0. We're here to win a premiership. We're not here to make anybody happy. And the way we're going to win it is the way we're going to win it. And let me tell you how we're going to win it. We're going to win it with power. We're going to win it with aggression. And what I loved about this is that I wanted to see this a little bit sooner from Mikel Arteta, because I honestly believe we could have won this league and wrapped this league up a long time ago. I'm not going to go into any results. It's just going to make me so upset. And in his press conference, I saw the anger. And I believe him. Mikel Arteta was asked, what do you feel? He says, fire. I am on fire. I am dreaming so much. I've done so much to be in this position. I see beauty and I see opportunity. Next to him, Ebarichi Ibi-Easy. Also, with the tiger eyes looking deadly and focused, a presenter asked him, what do you think? He says, we don't care what the outside people think. We care about winning the Premiership and winning the Champions League. Now that's what I want to see. I want to see that arrogance. I want to see it. I want to see it on the field. I want to see that. There were a few years ago where you had Martin Odegaard, you had David Raya, and behind him you had William Saliba, Benjamin White, Gabriel. We had aura, guys. Where's the aura gone? Where is the aura gone? Mikel Arteta, I've got a few guys and few fans that are so disappointed. They're ready to choke slam your ass, brother. So whatever we're going to do, we've got 5 to 6 weeks to fix this. The Premiership, there's no way we're going to be bridesmaids this year. I've been defending this team for way too long. It's now time that we get the Premiership locked and ready. We go to Manchester City at the Etihad and we play like freaking lions. That's the only way we're going to get ourselves out of this. In the Champions League, yes, Atletico Madrid is going to be well. However, we still have got Sporting Lisbon to overturn. And that's a late fixture tonight. So, we're still in the race. The double is there. Arsenal fans, stay positive. Stay positive. Oh. Before I jump onto the word of the day, sorry about that, guys. I had something really cool from Jamie Carragher I read. And Jamie Carragher was talking about all you Liverpool and maybe Manchester United fans, the new Manchester City fans. You know what's a funny thing? Sometimes I feel like Arsenal fans are actually Man City fans, and it irritates the living daylights out of me. But let me tell you what Jamie Carragher said, and this is one of the things I actually agree with him. And he goes like this: every club started the season from 0 points, but it's only Arsenal that get criticized for not winning it at all. Make it make sense. What happened to the other 19 teams? Did they come to spectate? How many teams in the history of football in this country have won it all? Nobody. But I have a little surprise for you. There has been one team. One team went invincible. And that's the Arsenal. Never forget that, people. Never forget that. That invincible, nobody has come close to it. I don't know what's the problem. George Graham said this in 1991. We are the most hated club in the world for what we don't know. Is it our class? Is it our finesse? Is it the way we do things? Ladies and gentlemen, the message is clear. Mikel and the boys are going for it. Yes, it broke our hearts to tatters when we lost against Man City in the Carabao Cup. It broke our heart this week when we lost to Bournemouth, lost 3 points. It broke our heart when we went out against Sunderland again in the FA Cup. But it's all eyes on the Champions League now and all eyes on the Premiership. And that's where we're going to end, ladies and gentlemen. I didn't want to get into anything else. Let's just talk the facts. Ladies and gentlemen, it has been absolutely amazing. I am so happy to be back. Don't forget, tomorrow night, EBDB do with the EB show, and he'll be touching on a lot of Manchester United, what's going on there. Almost secured a third position in Champions League, and they go and they lose at home against Leeds United. Don't forget to catch EB. EB is going to be there. It is word of the day, guys. Word of the day. Now open up your ears, right? So listen, this is what I tell the kids at school. You have 2 ears and 1 mouth. Listen twice and speak once. So I need you guys to listen, okay? So this I read the other day, and it sounded amazing, right? So if you guys know that as Gunning to Old Trafford, we love all sports. There's a soccer channel, but we also love our cricket. We love tennis, and we sports people. So if you guys know, this quote comes from Sunil Gavaskar, the Indian international legendary player. And it goes like this. Ladies and gentlemen, I need your ears. Don't worry about the outcomes of life. You're not playing a T20 in life. Our life is a test match. We're playing a test match, ladies and gentlemen. And the great thing about a test match cricket, it always gives you a second chance. There is a reason there is a second innings in test match cricket. Because in life, you always get a second innings. That's why there is a second innings in test match cricket. So when the going gets tough, hang in, hang in, hang in. Until you become a Pujara. A Pujara, ladies and gentlemen, is a Bengal tiger. So hang on there, guys. Life is not easy. Life is tough. And also on the same note with Sunil Gavaskar's little quote is that play every day as if you're playing a cricket match. So if you guys know bowlers, they've got different variations. So play every day as a different ball you're facing. One day it could be a leg cutter. The next day is a yorker. The next day is a bouncer where you need to get out of there. So, ladies and gentlemen, live every day like it's your last. And yeah, man, just do what you guys doing and just let's love one another. Let's bring back humanity. Ladies and gentlemen, Cunning to Old Trafford is back. Don't forget to like, share, comment, hit that bell notification to keep in touch, in tune, and independent. Love you guys. Subscribe. Shapa, ding dong, shebele. We are Gunning to Old Trafford. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. See you guys soon. Hoş